This is Adam Martin with your Western District Fishing Report. This is the time of year we've all been waiting for. Water temps are in the upper 50s here at Kentucky and Barkley Lakes, and things are about to change in a big way. The lakes are projected to rise above summer pool by early next week, which should put the water in the bushes, if not the trees in the yards. Bass are already on the move, with some males already making beds on the lead-in banks and smaller main lake pockets. As the water rises, those bass will either be pushing shallower in search of food, or they will stay put on their original shoreline where they're currently making beds. Regardless of which water depth you target, jigs, creature baits, and shaky heads will likely produce the best results. Crawfish patterns are king right now. With water temps like this, it's the perfect time to catch a giant. Crappie fishing has really been heating up this week as these fish continue to creep more and more shallow. Spider rigging with live minnows has been the most popular tactic, but most anglers have been trolling around in search of the suspended schools. The trend this spring has been a lot of 13-inch plus fish, but not a lot right around the 10-inch mark. However, we do have lots of short fish coming up into the fishery. If you've been waiting for that perfect pre-spawn window, now is the time. The crappie should also be moving shallow as the waters rise, so don't be afraid to toss a cork around some of the deeper bushes if we get that spring flooding. Now, with spring flooding often comes lots of underwater obstacles, so please be cautious. Always wear your life jackets and kill switches. Good luck.
This is Jeff Crosby with the Central District Fishing Report. Water temperatures across the district are running in the upper 40s to lower 50s. This is a great time of year to get out and fish for sauger below many of the locks and dams on the Ohio and Kentucky rivers. However, with current rainfall is making this fishing very difficult, so be careful if you're fishing for these this time of year. Additionally, white bass are going to be making their spring runs here very soon, especially as the water temperatures get into that low to mid 50s. Also, the heavy spring rains that we've been experiencing will slow this down due to poor conditions. For those of you who want to access the headwaters of Taylorsville by road, the River Road access is open until turkey season. So it's a great time to get out, and if you're wanting to walk and fish some of those upper pools, it's a great time to do that. Still receiving some good reports at Taylorsville Lake for crappie fishing. Many crappie are being caught. Most of these crappie are suspending at about 10 to 12 foot of water around the lake. Fishing jigs and live minnow are catching a few of these fish. Also, largemouth bass are being caught at many of our area lakes this time of year as they are in pre-spawn mode, as they're starting to move out of deep water toward spawning flats. It's a great time of year to throw jerk baits, spinner baits, chatter baits, crank baits, and also throwing some plastic. This time of year can be very effective at catching a few of these fish as they're moving toward these shallow water areas. Finally, several of the fins or fishing in neighborhood lakes have been stocked with catfish and trout. Please check the department's website at fw.ky.gov for a list of lakes that have been stocked. Due to the coronavirus, many stockings are going to be canceled for the time being, but check out the website for a list of stockings when they occur. So stay safe out there. Keep your distance from each other and grab a pole, enjoy some great fishing, and I do hope to see you on the water.
This is Jason Russell with your Eastern District Area Fishing Report. With the COVID-19 pandemic going on across the country, fishing is a great way to practice social distancing. With local businesses, including bait shops, being closed, it is best to plan to gather your own live bait or just use artificial. Area trout stockings have been postponed for the week of March 23rd through the 27th. Trout stockings at Grants Branch and Pikeville City have also been postponed for now. For the near future, all trout stockings will be listed on our website after the stockings have occurred. Crappie fishing continues to be good in shallow water areas near brush piles and hardwood structure. Portions of Dewey, Yatesville, Carr Creek, Fish Trap, and Martin's Fork are all good locations to fish for crappie. Walleye fishing is still good in the tailwater areas of Carr Creek, Fish Trap, and Martin's Fork. as water levels permit. This is the time for walleye to spawn, and those areas will continue to hold fish for some time. White bass and largemouth are beginning to move into the shallow streams feeding our large reservoirs. Good runs of white bass can be expected to start soon at Dewey and Fish Trap. This will continue to improve over the coming weeks. Largemouth bass are still being caught in shallow water with adjacent woody cover. Try working shad or crawfish colored crankbaits parallel with hardwood structure. Good areas to try for large bass this time of year are Paintsville, Yatesville, Carr Creek, and Fish Trap Lakes. Be sure to take advantage of the warmer days ahead with some time on the water, and as always, please be safe and wear your life jacket.